Well, hello, guys. Sorry I'm late. We're late. We had a minute, but you know how it goes some days. Um, how is everybody doing? My goodness. We had that really cool eclipse last night. It's a deep one. It's deep season. Um, I got everybody starred as far as I know. I, I wonder. Hi, Catherine. No, we're here. I have low food at the. Oh no, you have a low flood. Carl, I'm sorry. Yeah, see, Pisces eclipse. It's no joke. Hi Gina Gina
I have a little flood in my freezer because the camper refrigerator that I have apparently it runs on a ammonia solution that's like locked in there somehow, and I
oh
guess that solution sprung a leak. So ammonia gas, which is poisonous and explosive,
talk
was
yeah.
coming out, and it's been a pretty hectic little while here. And now my freezer was functioning like an ice box, and now it's starting to give up. So I opened the freezer just a little bit ago and was like, oh no, it's all ready to start pouring out onto the ground.
Oh no. Well, how
I'm
did you stop the ammonia leak?
Well, it was like, yeah, I'm really thankful to the Holy Spirit because I woke up for some reason. I heard this sound like a sound of wasps, it sounded like on the outside panel. And for some reason, I was feeling responsible enough to actually check out what it was, which is not always the case. And so I decided to check it out. And I smelled the ammonia. And it was like immediately get all the dogs out, get all the dogs out, get everybody as far
Oh,
away as we can, shut off this circuit, pull the fuse, very carefully disconnect the battery, shut off the shore power. It's move the
oh,
propane, and
oh
then camp out in the
no.
truck overnight so that I'm not inside where ammonia might be pooling. Yeah, it's been
Oh no.
interesting. And that was eclipse day.
Oh
That was the
wow.
day of the eclipse. I think it must be I'm requiring a new refrigerator.
Yeah,
It's
and you
it's
know, gas and stuff like that is Pisces too.
oh,
Ammonia,
there we go.
any liquid gases, and just all of it. I can't. Brain, brain is still not connected as well as I'd like, but we're here. Um, so you stayed in the truck and everything today. Are you okay in there today?
Oh, let's hope.
How long have you been in there for a while?
I was in for a little while earlier and felt fine.
Okay,
I'm in here now and I feel fine. So
okay. Let me know if anything. If you start feeling weird, you know what I mean. If you
a
start feeling weird,
fantastic point. If anybody's looking to book a session, this is definitely an energy that I would like to start working and doing sessions. And so feel free to reach out. Thanks, Holy Ghost at gmail.com. Wonderful
for
time
real.
for it.
It is a wonderful time for readings right now. I mean, we're just like we said, the eclipse season was midnight last night on the East Coast, but we're in that energy for at least 6 months, and because of the powerfulness of this eclipse season in August 2026, it's going to even extend out further. The interesting thing is Jupiter is in Cancer. That eclipse in Leo was at 20 degrees. Jupiter is going to hit that 20 degrees Leo 3 times. So 2 more times. He already hit it once throughout the next year because he'll probably be there. I think he got about another 10 months there. But that's that's significant. That's the cosmos spirit saying, check this, because that Leo eclipse is helping us remove everything so we can be our authentic selves, right? Who we are. This Pisces eclipse is removing all the baggage, all the fogginess, right? Of the confusion. We've been in Pisces. Well, Neptune was in Pisces for 14 years until February. We've all had like a spiritual awakening on many levels in that 14 years. I mean, prior to also, but that was significant. And then when Saturn joined the last 3 years, it just became very just foggy, blurry, not a lot of focus there. Saturn is usually our stability. In Pisces, he's kind of lost stability. So this eclipse last night, it was made a T square with Uranus, and we had a Mercury Cazimi, the Sun, which that alone on an eclipse day, even though it was 12 hours before, is expect downloads, light codes, information. You're going to get, this is where we're going to start receiving, not that we don't now, but more clearer information, I want to say, because that Virgo is like clarity, is ultimately solution oriented, but we're going to, things are going to click into place, I feel. But then we had that T square with Uranus in Gemini, which is a wild card. So we don't know what that really means as of yet. I mean, we could see, and I want to say, send prayers and blessings to Nepal, because that was right before that eclipse, and there was water, right? A glacier, let loose, and I mean, it's powerful. This is powerful. And then the moon over there had Fomalhaut, Royal Fixed Star Fomalhaut sitting on there, Watcher of the South, also the entrance to the new reality, the new, the threshold to the new, right? But he's sitting with the moon, Fomalhaut, Estrella, Hecate, Gong Gong. I mean, the North Node is in orb. It wasn't on the North. It wasn't a nodal eclipse. But I mean, this is powerful. What do you think, KAYLEIGH? I mean, KAYLEIGH had her own experiences. My roommate had a vehicle. It was all electrical too. They got a new battery, then thought his alternator went, and here the battery wasn't installed properly. It wasn't even his alternator. But you see, everybody has this electricity, I want to say, from the Uranus. But anyway.
I think the unpredictability, the things happening very suddenly, and I bet a lot of people have that to report, because I'm not going to go into someone else's business. I'll just acknowledge that somebody else I know had a very sudden experience that was intense and important. We know that when we have anything going on involving a square, we're anticipating a little bit of a redirection. So a T square it's more tense than that. It kind of really forces some kind of confrontation with an energy that has a reason to be acknowledged. We find that sometimes some of our really big leaps forward, our acknowledgement of a change that's necessary for our well-being, will come under a T square. And when it's a T square eclipse, I'd look at that a little bit less like we have to worry, and a little bit more fantastic decisions are here, and we may find them through challenging circumstances. So I hope I can acknowledge a little bit better than that. Since I did have some neat things happen, I'm going to thank the Holy Spirit. I have made peace with neighbors. This is something we deal with a lot. A lot of times questions will come up about how to relate when we don't know people very well, or people are a little bit difficult for us to understand. I definitely have found that neighbors have just offered me help when this happened. Immediately I had a neighbor saying, "Go put your food in my fridge." And another neighbor offered the same, has blessed me with a cute little mini fridge to get me 5 for a minute.
Oh, that's so nice.
And I noticed that how I came to have this friendship, I didn't know how to relate to these folks. They're straight. I'm not Southern by birth, and I don't know a lot about the traditions and things of the South. And so it was a little bit like being a stranger in a strange land. And I would constantly remind myself, God said, love your neighbor. God said, love your neighbor. Try to understand these foreign people. And the trust is that it turns out it is really, really worth it to hear that message. It's really, really worth it to notice, even if it's difficult to get along with people, just keep trusting, keep being kind, keep being as understanding as you can. And if you can't understand, ask for help. I've used to, in fact, I still often do. Jesus, help me take care of this, help me handle this.
Yeah,
And we find that it does come around to you understanding there's a real blessing in that. It really does help us.
It does. And that's another thing that's opening up is,
Craig, I'll send you some food to store for me.
oh, that's so sweet.
Kidding.
Absolutely. Yeah, we gotta but anyway, we lost it. All right, so let's say hi to everybody real quick. Carl, let's see. Carl, how about okay, you got a few part question. I got you. Okay, hi Carl. Hi Leah. Let's see who's all here. Hi Boston Jules. It is nice to have you as a new member. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you. Hi Gary for Grace. Hi Shiny Love Light Truth. Shar. Hi CJ and Cats. Hi Polly. Oh my goodness, now my throat. Hi Catherine. Oh, Jean M's here. Polly. Hi Craig. Hi Maria feels grateful. I'm so slow. I'm having a hard time focusing. Okay. Then I say hi to CJ and Cats. Hi Karen Robinson. Good to see you. And Trancing with Spirit. Good to see you here. Hi. She says her and electricity have always had a contentious relationship at best. It's no joke. And that Uranus represents electricity, but Uranus is outside the box. When I say it's unpredictable, it's because ultimately Uranus wants freedom. And he is the great awakener, the rebel, he will do what he has to do. Revolutionary to get the freedom, straight up. No ties. So I see when I was talking about the chart for so far today, truly is about the outside political world, the world events. But yes, it's always affecting us individually on some level. Like Kayleigh had her scare, and thankfully she woke up and she followed her guidance, which is what we do. Just usually you just ignore something, but when it's really real, and something tells you to get up and move, that's your inner guidance helping you out. All right. Well, I think we said hi to everybody. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on, Kayleigh, before we start the...
Apologies to the folks. I had a handful of people reaching out to me this week, and in addition to this fun thing that happened on Eclipse Day, there's some other experiences that involve being away for a long time and not being able to attend to email and online things. And I do apologize to those folks who waited for an answer or didn't get one yet. I'm trying to keep up with things, and sometimes other areas of life draw us away.
It's true, yeah. And it's and that's another thing. I want to say this ultimately about we are, yes, someone emails you, you want to email them back and stuff, but life happens. We all know life happens. Things come up, things the way they are. And the old era, that kind of stuff is still closing down, where, just following, conforming, things like that. Not saying that we're not human, and I do believe we're coming into community even more, not only online, but coming together, and like Kayleigh's having help from her neighbors, stuff like that. But just know a lot of grief, I feel, and sorrow are in this Pisces, because Pisces is that deep grief, and that you can't even label it. It's so deep stuff. And a lot of that has to do with the old era and how the construct, was about profiting over people. It wasn't authentic. It wasn't in our highest best interest. And a lot of that, we're all just realizing how that is changing. And yes, it is going to be restructured. And yes, we're going to come out of it and we're going to create this new era. But grieving the old still, we're still doing that. That was lifetimes of being in the tribe. And if you got kicked out of the tribe, you died. Things were pretty intense. Um, and even in this lifetime, just watching what's going on is heartbreaking, on a lot of respects. So just keep that in mind if you're feeling that deep sadness, that deep grief, over anything. But all right. So I think we're ready. I think I said enough. Unless anyone has any questions to Kayleigh or I. Yeah. Aw. All right. All right. I guess we're gonna start with. I'm gonna start with Carl because it's so early there, and he's got this
We
three
do
part.
have 3 people donated, and
I
we are
know.
really appreciative of that.
Yes, very much. But um, we're gonna get Carl finished, and then we'll get on because it's a 3-part question. I just want to get him because it's so early where he is. Okay, will my senior foreigner friend be able to get his funds next week so he can help me get out of my own place? I saved him from being homeless by letting him stay with my friend instead of me. It's long overdue. Also, will our team leader finally arrive here next week so we can do the deals and earn? I'm still trying to be friends with the rich dog owners at the park before I let them know I'm a dog walker for hire.
I want to jump in on that part. You don't need to be their friends. You're
Exactly.
someone wanting to be hired. That's it. You do a
Yeah.
job.
This is, and that's part of what's this, when we're doing a service for somebody, we're showing up as our authentic self doing our service. That Katie's absolutely right there. So here we go. Also, will our team leader finally arrive? Oh, let's see. Okay, maybe you did that one twice. I'm sorry. I thought it was 3. So, um, let's see. The senior foreigner friend. Will he be able to get his funds next week? Carl's senior foreigner friend. And help him get his own place. I'm getting a yes on both. I'll pull a card also to see. Every time I come live, my throat wants to stop.
I feel like if I ask in my heart for the spirit of this friend you're talking about, what I receive is I have help coming. I'm going to try. And I feel it like I want to do some good. I do understand and notice that he is feeling strange. I thank the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Carl. I'll look at that just a little bit more in a moment. That was just like the instant understanding was you don't want to, as far as the relating, like, hey, come on, I want you to learn to trust me. Notice that what you want to feel is a clarity of purpose about what you're going to offer. And that clarity, you're going to want to boil it down to a couple of sentences. Hi, I walk dogs. I charge this amount.
Yep. That's it.
Anytime you're needing to be away too long and your dog needs to be walked, here's my number. And it's not so much that you have to always arrange your mind to keep it really brief. It's that you're hoping to celebrate the idea of you get a number of people. And that is where you're like, hello, hi, I saw you walking. I can tell you really love your dog. I think that's so cool. I do walk dogs professionally, and I would like you to know that if you would like your dog walked, I'm available. Um, just brief, to the point, and you're a friendly person, you're a caring person, and your love of animals is recognizable. I don't feel like you need to fear how people will be like, I don't know, somebody offered to walk my dog, huh? I think you want to think about it more as, I make a good impression on people. That's really nice to notice. And feel that like you know it's in you to show people a calm, certain person who has a clear, what's the right word?
Goal.
A clear goal
Mm-hmm.
and a nice, easy way with the animals.
And word of mouth, I keep hearing, once you do care for, do some of these dog walks or care for some of these dogs while these people are away or whatever, word of mouth will spread and you will be so busy. That's what they're showing me. Just, when you go up to them, because this is you working for you. And of course, you want to be personable, right? But you want to be straight and to the point also. I guess that's what Katie's trying to say. It's important to um, have the courage to say, here's my number. This is what I do. Thank you, for considering me. And
Even
if
if
you
you
have
just
any
scribble your
friends,
number on little
yeah.
scraps of paper,
Mm-hmm.
name, number, price.
Mm-hmm. And
And
it's
I,
just going
yeah, I'm
and as
sorry. I don't mean to keep butting in.
no, I'm sorry. I kept doing it too. It's still tingly energy. Okay, so this I got a yes on the senior foreigner friend helping you next week. The team leader thing. I still that deal that I, I don't know doesn't feel like it used to. It feels like it's fading away. I want to say that's how it feels in me. Um, I'm still trying to read. And does that make? Do you have anything on that, Haley?
I ask the Holy Spirit to guide. I'm believing in my heart. What I can give you first is how soon you realize something good is going to happen there is when you give yourself a fear less and an idea of, I can connect with people more personally. I can motivate things happening. There's a woman involved who has somehow, in the past, I remember I had a message for you to treat her really well. Um, Kind of to look after her a little bit and have her feel appreciated. And I do remember she seemed to me to be a little bit of an older woman. I don't know much
Mm-hmm.
about it except for you wanted to make sure that you took care of her. And if it feels like there's any interest in expanding your understanding of what's possible here, you motivating things by connecting a little bit more directly with some of the people, how I'd put it is, don't hesitate to trust that you can help things happen a little bit more than you have yet. So, it seems like the traction is not quite ready to move without
Right.
a little bit more assistance.
And that's a lot due to the astrology of July and August. These eclipses were clearing out a lot of things so new can arrive. So allow. I know it's you, you need something to happen soon. But the minute you take your hands off the wheel, tell your spirit team what it is you would prefer to experience and say thank you. Take your hands off the wheel. It'll happen a lot faster. I don't I can't repeat that enough to people. The more we try to effort something, that efforting is the old era. Doesn't work anymore. Um no, not in all cases. Anyway, hope
Thank
that
you
helps,
for saying a
Carl.
little bit about that. It's not that we don't have a reason to put effort in, but what we struggle with that doesn't keep moving is not always going to be our best option.
the cat hair around me, and it's getting in my throat. Sorry. I thought I cleaned up better. But you know, cats, they just sit everywhere. They're my babies. They're just looking at me like, all right, let's go to our new friend. Hi, Boston Jules. Hello, I'm Jules, new here. I would love any messages from my husband, Chris, in higher self, please. So, okay. Welcome and thank you so much. Um, let's see.
I have to ask the Holy Spirit to give me a hand here. I'm noticing that what I feel is a little bit of a resistance, and I'm trusting that we have some reason to ask you, is it okay, Jules, if I look really quick at your Akashic record? It gives me a hand kind of noticing your higher self a little bit more clearly. I have to have your permission to access it. If anyone ever tells you they've read up in your Akashic and they haven't gotten your permission, they are not telling the truth. They can't. So just so everybody knows that, you have to have
And
permission.
I do agree with you all the way, Katie. But when someone asks a question, I believe that's them giving permission. So
The Akashic is a little bit.
well, I understand that.
Yeah,
But
I feel a little bit different about accessing a soul record than psychically answering a question. They tread in the
I
same
found
turf, but they're not quite exactly the same.
right.
We do have a request for assistance, so that means there's something to look at in your Akashic. We have a chakra imbalance. Get a little bit of an idea what's happening there.
I feel like you're opening up to these higher concepts is what I'm getting. Your team feels very powerful. Working with you.
All right. I thank the Holy Spirit. On the higher self level, when we're asking in the Akashic if there's a request for assistance, I like to look at it like we're asking how the higher self would like to have an adjustment so that we can find out more about who we are, how we want to experience being in the world. We did receive a request to bring to your awareness that your seventh chakra, that's your crown, has been underactive on the emotional body level. Now, let me see if it's very, very underactive or what. Is it lower than 90%? Is it lower than 80%?
I think she's just discovering, that she has that available to her. That's
well,
what I'm
that's
feeling.
an interesting point because that's where manifesting is coming from. And I think Val tuning into kind of just discovering or just beginning to trust this, you want to recognize that you've been a little bit underactive in your inner child trust that you can actually make things happen in a really cool way.
Yeah.
It's sort of like not quite believing, not quite acknowledging, I think, the Holy Spirit, trusting in your own authority less than you're capable of doing. And when we say authority, imagine it like this. You're actually having an idea of what you want to have happen. Somebody seems to get in the way. Did you just draw that? Oh, fabulous. Fabulous. Okay.
It's your inner authority. This is Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
And you say, oh, they got in the way. I must be don't want to do that because they got in the way. And then you answer for yourself, am I doing the right thing? And you feel like I did want to do that thing, but they got in the way. Now you want to ask yourself to trust if you really have it in you that this is something important for you to accomplish, or something important for your happiness, your joy, your vivacity, you're happy, you're wanting to be engaged with a present occupation, something that makes you very thrilled to do.
Yeah.
Then you let it be that you actually know it's time to stand your ground a little better, a little happier. So the best thing I can offer here is, I'll let it be clear, we are asking for Jules's higher self to show us the way, to enlighten her to how to trust her own authority.
Mm-hmm.
You're in charge.
Mm-hmm.
You're caring about being in charge this much. It's so easy. It's so effortless.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a struggle. It's not a conflict. It's, I'm in charge.
It's easy.
So,
I can, because your higher self, when you connect to your spirit team, your higher self is you in a higher frequency. So you trust, we always trust, well, most of us trust ourselves, right? To look out for us. So I'm sorry. Did I
I
interrupt you?
think
Probably.
I like what you say. I think, honestly, I think the Holy Spirit, maybe our biggest hurt is sometimes standing in the way of fully trusting ourselves.
Yes. Agreed. Oh my goodness. I got this deep knowing card for you. Okay, so there's an owl on the moon, and you can see it's almost like the um, moon or the eclipse last night. That owl.
Uh-huh.
I want to say your divine wisdom is what they just corrected me. Divine wisdom is starting to come through. Open up your crown chakra. Easy way to do that, right? There's on YouTube. You can download crown chakra meditations or frequencies, all kinds of things to help with that. If that sounds appealing to you. This card, Deep Knowing, I'm just going to read it real quick. Number 43, Intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, hypersensitive. So I feel like this is already coming in, but when it starts happening, and it could be years of it going on like this. Once we notice and we go, oh, that's is that really real? Is that really true? And we keep seeing, the confirmation of that. We slowly get into it more and more, but this is coming in to me. This is opening faster for you. This crown chakra is opening, and you are well, and imagine what's on the bottom. Okay, that's a Pisces card. Use your imagination. Dream in the preferred reality. Dream in the things you would like to experience. I feel that this is a big turning point for you. This is a big time period for you, I want to say. Um, you get anything from her husband, Chris?
I have been feeling his presence, and it was really interesting because he was giving me like kind of an understanding that he had something to say, but he simply put wants to make it really clear, and he's going to put it a little bit better than I was trying to word it in my mind. I feel like it's good to know that you get to be who you really are. Now, you have to understand that who you really are is brighter and more shining than the person that you have been. And you will discover who she is by letting grief come away. And a hard understanding is never the reason to keep going. A purpose is coming that lightens the heart and especially much lifts the spirit, the soul, to give it the dignity and trust that it really has. Give it to your heart to know what the truth really is. You are not alone, and you will always be my precious baby girl. I think I heard.
Aww. That's so cool. I like that. Yeah, I was getting that he was. I was just sensing it. Wasn't getting words. Like I saw you at like a park, and there's a lake, and there was a bench, and he was kind of leading you to the bench, like to tell you that it's okay. Everything's okay to live. You know, to really experience this experience in the physical uh, body that you're in, and to enjoy your life. It was sunny. There's kind of a tree shading it, so it wasn't too much out in the open. So it was just the sense I got, though, that he wanted to uh, basically assure you that there is so much more to life to enjoy. All right. Is there anything else for Boston Jules, Haley?
I'm hearing a we. Hold on. Like we, a group, more than one person. I'm hearing like, we want to squeeze her. Like, hug, 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 hug. I'm not sure how to identify who these are. It's a bunch of light beings. The biggest impression I have is a bright, joyous light. And they're saying we. And then they're just wanting to squeeze you. I don't know where they are, but you
Your
have a lot of
team.
love coming from somewhere that means something very precious for you.
Your team. I feel that's your team. A lot of your team is, because there's more than our higher self there. And uh, they want me to talk about this hermit card. And it's this hermit card. This is a dragon deck, and he's looking into a crystal ball, right? Hermit's usually um, taking time, finding his way, taking his time. He's got the lantern light to shine, uh, to illuminate the path, right? So remember, just take your time, feel into it, feel into what feels good to you, not what's an obligation or, I have to because of this or that or any of the old societal construct stuff. You do it because you love it. The love of doing something, the enjoyment you get out of it, just as much as that person you may be helping or whatever it is, right? Follow your heart. Your heart will lead you, illuminate your path for you. Listen, you gotta listen closely to the heart because the heart speaks very low. The ego is very loud and very bossy. And if you find that there's that, I gotta hurry, do this, do that. That's not the way. You want to go at your pace, at your time. All right, I hope that helps. I'm gonna check the chat real quick because boy, we got a lot going on. Aw, Carl, it's all gonna come open. It is gonna come open for you. Um, Aaron, you're so cute. Bora, where have you been? I've been thinking about you, girl. Hope you're okay. Hope everything's good. Um, let's see. Mm, there's Boston Jules.
Janet's out there. Hey, Janet.
I know Janet's here. It's so good to see her. I hope all is well. Okay, I'm getting down to the end of the chat. I just didn't want to miss something or any questions or anything. Okay. All right, Boston Jules. Thank you. Hope that helps. Now we have CJ and Cats. Oops. Things are getting tight financially. Will the cottage sell or the situation get better soon? I heard, what do you prefer? What do you prefer? Do you want to sell the cottage? Not kidney, dude. I could be wrong.
Her answer is yes, she does.
Okay.
With a
She does want to sell it.
capital exclamation point, yes.
Okay. All right. Some about it. There's, I guess it's
When
a
did you
lot
list
of
it? Is that okay to ask?
memories. Get better soon. Her situation get better soon. And what state are you in? It helps because I do track housing market sometimes.
Listed in June.
Listed in
I just
June.
want to check. I don't know why that came up, but I want to look real quick back at June for a second. Do you remember when in June, hon? Like what day? If it was early or late is kind of the more important point.
That's yeah, our 10
Late June. Was it following? Hold on. Was it after the 24th of June? Because I have a fun idea.
It's gonna sell. I'll just get some more time on it. I thought Ontario had a good market.
Around then? All right. I thank the Holy Spirit. I'll let you know the reason I was asking as much of June was Mercury retrograde. And I was going to let you understand that it would be all right to take it off for a day and then relist if you happen to list it for sake of kind of indulging in the creation that we have going, that Mercury retrograde tends to fudge things up a little bit. If it happened to be right before Mercury retrograde ended, like right before, you'd still have almost like an inkling that it's a little more complicated than it needs to be. And I thank the Holy Spirit. We don't want to put you in a bind of any sort. We honestly do notice that what you have is a good idea for someone, and what you can give yourself is the notice of who is actually on purpose going to discover what you have. And I hope that it's okay to say I am is going to be aware of how soon you need this to go, and is going to see to it that you can reside and trust that you are cared about well. We want you to notice that you are loved and you do have a reason to be thankful. It's going to happen. It's not that you have to unlist it and relist it, but it can kind of freshen the energy if that's possible to do. And it feels like you wouldn't necessarily notice it like it's a big deal. So if you want to think about it, I thank the Holy Spirit, go ahead and do like even one new listing. However you have it listed, just notice one new place you can put it out there for people to see. And I hope it's okay to share with you a light feeling about this. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, it is going to be okay. And Leah has a good idea. St. Joseph's statue buried in the yard. I think he buried upside down. Blow cinnamon in the door. Call in. Okay, now in June, like Kayleigh was saying, we had the Mercury retrograde. Then July was the basket stuff, and then we had the eclipse season. So everybody has been going through a really, we're being stretched.
Oh my gosh, I did have that messed up. It was actually, hold on. I was looking at the Mercury retrograde in July. I had my dates wrong. Late June was right before Mercury retrograde.
Right. Whoops. It was
shadow. Super quick look. So it was the shadow of the retrograde period.
Right.
All right. Well, I thank the Holy Spirit. It's going to be okay. Notice that you do have a lot of reason to be aware of it, like a little bit more notice of what's going to get people's attention is still a good idea, remarkably enough. And I can sit back and clear my mind because I just did a totally wrong month here.
Hey, everybody's minds are like kind of scrambled a bit. It's okay. But look at all what we just went through the summer. We're just coming out, and I know everything feels dire, but again, it's important that you have everything out there, you have it at the price you want, and you just say to your team, "Thank you for finding the perfect buyer for this house at this price." Let them do it. Let them do it. It does get to us though. I got the 3 of Wands. So you're looking at your ship coming in, or when's my ship coming in, right? The universe saying everything. This is a whole new you're going into a whole new experience with the Empress, who is pregnant with possibilities. She has everything. She's stocked up well. And on the bottom you had the Queen of Wands, who is creating in the physical. That fire creates fast. Uh, Allow yourself to I know it's not easy to just let it flow, but this is the day after that eclipse, 2 week period. Not saying anything can't happen during those time periods, but it is, to me, it was more of a shaking out the crap. Now we're getting into where we can walk forward without all the baggage. I hope that helps. Hi, Rossi. Yeah, but I get the same thing as KAYLEIGH. It's all going to fall into place and work out. See if I missed anything. Thank you, Janet. All right. Thank you, CJ. Shining love light.
What I wanted to say was really simple. Letting the energy get refreshed is also about letting your heart become aware that you are noticing this is on purpose, a decision that you have made, and you do manifest the outcome that you are seeking. Mm-hmm. So do note that it's not a bad thought to go ahead and create in your mind. The solution is ensure the person who's going to purchase it is going to see the advertisement, is going to see that it's available, and have in your heart, I notice where to put the listing so that this one person sees it. And I don't know why I wanted to run into a wrong date for Mercury retrograde. Apologies.
Your team will line all that stuff up too. Just say, show me where to put it, and you'll get the pop in your head. This place, put so this, and that person will see it, and it'll all unfold. And I like what KAYLEIGH said too. It's just allow the crap to leave. I don't know why this is coming in, but any attachment or I don't know, memories of this house. If you feel like, as I don't know, some sort of animosity or sadness or any disconnection, clear that out too. Clear out the energy of the house and the energy of how you feel about it, and allow it to get a fresh start, just like you are. Right?
I like that. Thank it for the service it's given. Thank it for the service it does for the next heart that owns it, that loves it.
It's and the timing deck said next month is looking promising, but it's just a timing deck, so we'll see if that, and that's just a few days away, right? All right. So, shining love, light, truth. Hello, beautiful souls. I would love any message just from higher self, please, and maybe energy check, please. Of course. Check your.
Thankfully, I noticed that we don't have a request for assistance in the Akashic chart. So I truly do trust, and I'm thankful to notice that it's good for you to know you are on track. I'm asking that your higher self give me a little insight.
Mm-hmm.
or a notice.
Fabulous. Good. What? Um, your energy, your chakras are looking good. They're aligned. You've been doing a lot of releasing. It's not been easy last few months, but we've had to clear a lot to get to this point. So once you clear that density and clear the baggage out, right, it opens up your energy body so the higher frequencies can come in. And you've been doing that. I can feel. Let's see. Celebrate. What is this? You have anything?
Yeah, I thought you were about to do cards.
No. I'm sorry. I was over here talking. They're talking to my guides. Go ahead.
So, sure, your higher self is a hoot as always, and as she arrives with a laugh. She gives me like a laugh, and then she gets like, first of all, she looks like this real light blue right now. I've got like this real light blue. It's really kind of this very spiritual, but like a calm power. What's the right word? The right word is a presence that feels soothing and blessed with peace and harmony. And how she's doing is she's got, I don't know what she's working with exactly. It looks like some kind of plasma, and she's doing her hands like this. And she's
Look at this
really
card. This is describing what you're doing, what you're saying, and it says higher power, and there's like a bluish being in plasma right here.
I love it. I love it.
and she's like, well, she's not moving her hands, but she's like just really intensely. Third eye is lit up. You see the third eye got a jewel on it. So, anyway, go ahead. I'm so sorry. I keep interrupting. I'm gonna shut myself.
How she's impressing me is she's doing this with this intense focus, right? And then I look at her and I'm like, what are you doing? And she looks over like, I'm doing stuff. And she's not saying what. She's just saying, I'm doing stuff. And she looks like she's really enjoying it. And it's like this swirling, beautiful, the plasma, whatever, it's almost like, picture if you were touching water and you're swirling your hands in water, and these colors like white and maybe some other like subtle colors are swirling as your hands are doing. How are the hands? The hands are like this right now. So your higher self is engaged with doing stuff. And I saw you mention the portals. Maybe I gather you're working on the portals to the positive astrals. And maybe we want to notice why she's looking so intensely interested is you're engaging with your higher self a little bit better than you have before. And it feels like how much you're aware of accomplishing is growing. And you could care a lot more about that because you're going to keep on doing it, dear.
You really are. I got new life for you and higher power. So to me, that's your team aligning you onto your new path. Where am I at? Where did I go? 39. New life, birth of new ideas, growth opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. And see, she's just, this is all that energy's around her. She's ready. But then here's the higher power, and that is number 4. Let's see what that says. I just thought that was crazy. It looked just like plasma. Conscious contact with your higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. Beautiful.
I have to mention, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I just feel like she's just blooming. I'm getting this like blooming feeling, like growth. Go ahead.
I have to mention that my heart is lighter since feeling that boost of joy from your higher self. How much it helps, I'll let you know.
That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it is a beautiful feeling. When you connect and you're connected, oh man, nothing can take, oh, nothing can compare to that. Once you're connected to your divine, your divinity. All right, so let's see. Oh my goodness, I'm back on the Craig. 2 questions in the chat, please. Oh, Craig. Okay, Katie. I'm undergoing a past life regression tomorrow. Cool. We'll all go okay. Thanks. I know Clara will be near, not worry. Very cool.
Ooh, it feels like there's something rather profound there.
Mm.
I had this image of you kind of going into a meditation mode or a trance state or a guided mode. And how you appeared was like super serene, super calm, very composed. And then I felt this jump, like a happy jump in the heart, kind of skipped a beat almost. I hope it's okay to say that was interesting enough. I'm going to delve a little more. It's something like soaring back a ways. I do notice you might kind of care to stop a couple of times along the regression. There's one where you go back and it's like a shorter hop. I'm seeing it almost like you're taking flight and you're going to a life you want to look at, and it's a shorter hop. And then it is not unlikely that you're going to want to continue. And it feels like you pick back up and then you do this long soaring turn off to the right. And as you're doing that, it looks like you want to look further back. And it may be the root cause of an experience that you have a reason to understand goes further back than your initial stop. So don't hesitate to let the person guiding the regression notice if you feel like you want to go a little further. Give them a heads up. It in advance. Give them a heads up. I do notice that there may be a couple of drop-ins I want to do, and feel like it's happy. It's happy. It's not necessarily always interesting to see the past, but it will be for you this time.
Mm. It does feel like something's being released or freed. That's what I was getting. I was just getting the feeling. Let me see if I can get a card for you, Craig. Even though you just asked KAYLEIGH, but I don't want to help. and yeah, Claire's always there. Nothing to worry about. I just feel it's a release point to be prepared.
Well, that's a good point. An idea that sometimes can be a good assistance when going into a regression is noticing how you want to clear up some fear, doubt, question, reservation you have. And then you can kind of see your way through. Hopefully, you'll discover where it came from is somewhere where you can kind of understand it from a new vantage point, and then you can make a new decision, a new feeling, a new belief about it.
That's excellent point. Yeah, that it really does. It helps clear so much out. Okay, so I got blessed for you, Craig. It says blessed, and you see little fairy on a shell going through the sky. Just it looks like a almost like a journey, right, to a deeper understanding. But it says something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected, grace that is an unforeseen gift from spirit. So I feel it's going to really be eye-opening, but also like a release. I keep feeling this release coming through. I hope that helps, Craig. Thank you. All right. I did get your question, Catherine. Got Gary for Grace. Let's see who's all here. Gary for Grace, Polly, Leah. Oh, wait, here's Craig again. I'm sorry. Craig, KAYLEIGH, Val. I met actor William Powell at a hotel in Santa Rosa, New Mexico while in town for a film festival and car show. Thank you, sir, for stopping by. Do you have a message for me? Claire is happy.
I hope you don't mind. I thought I'd look him up and see his face
Yeah.
real quick. I'm looking at his face. Man, he's got an interesting energy.
Mm-hmm. He does. Mm.
All right, now that I've kind of glimpsed the gentleman, thank the Holy Spirit.
Now I need to remind myself.
Oh, there's something about recognizing something within you that he had in him, and it's got something to do with dignity. There's sort of this approval kind of energy.
Mm-hmm. Respect. A respect of the craft is what I just heard. Respect of the craft.
He says something about you know a lot about him. What be aware that what you're aware of about him that you truly admire is within you too.
Hmm. He's an amazing actor. Yeah. Beautiful.
William seemed to be happy that Clara and I are very protective of one another, he says.
Oh my goodness, yeah. It's important to have bonds like you have.
He says, I approve of a celestial exchange. He has a sort of mysterious air about that. He said you could use the word interaction instead of exchange. A celestial interaction.
Cool. How cool.
He's giving each time I think each time we have something that we get clear enough, he gives us like little nod. Little nod.
Really cool. Yeah, he's
I love that you pulled that out of him, that you found an energy for someone who did not always notice the way to be would become a different understanding. And it helps to notice that what you care about is him approving of himself a little bit more once he understands things that become important in the heart, that become he's noticing you're talking about things that are a little bit more profound.
yeah. And
He's looking at his hands. He's got cards. Like he almost looks like he's shuffling them, but it's like he's looking at each one. He's giving an impression. Oh, okay. Draw a card. I think that's
there we go.
he's looking at since he wants a card. Okay. I hope I have the right deck. Let me see. I have the wrong deck. Hold on. Nope. Hang on. Is this the one? I obviously don't use cards a whole lot, but when I like them, they are important. And I asked the Holy Spirit to guide. This is the card we drew. It's listening.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, an open heart will hear the message. When this card appears, you're being reminded that there's a time to speak and a time to be silent. Now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also to what is not being said at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
The deeper message is not always obvious. Listen with your heart, not just your ears, and you'll find clarity. Receiving the listening card is a fortunate sign and ensures a greater understanding of your circumstances.
Mm. I love it. I think that's he has a respect for what your interests, your connection with Clara. I feel like he's the one listening too. Like I'm thinking, I'm kind of asking him, haven't you been gone for a while? Like you would understand these things. Okay. Oh, okay. He said how the open the veil is now. It is quite interesting to him to see. Oh, soulmates. I feel I see you and Clara. Soulmates. Hmm. It's kind of like it's kind of okay. He just showed me him watching a movie. The movie is Earth at this time, this transitory time, and he's like sitting there with popcorn. Oh no! I was thinking I wasn't going to get anything. Then all of a sudden, I just popped in. Interesting. He is
Very good.
enjoying the show. He was a great actor. Really great actor. Harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship. Yes, definitely you and Clara. So cool. Craig, you have such cool experiences. All right, Gary from Grace. I am so sorry. This is
Craig,
still
I'm
going.
supposed to say one more thing. Profound vision coming to you. I'm
Mm,
pretty sure confident is for you. So
profound vision. Yeah, maybe with his regression tomorrow. Huh?
maybe
Yeah, let
let
us
us
know what
know.
goes on, Craig. Um,
Hey,
oh,
Gary.
Gary, what can we do about these?
Let a rat,
These
tin house, or other animal up in attic. You know, I'm reminded of one thing. I thank the Holy Spirit is my way of reminding myself who really cares for us very, very well. And I was aware of it as asking the Holy Spirit to guide actually does help. So I'm going to do that instead of try to relay my own experience, which I was about to do. Thank the Holy Spirit. Gary
That's
is having.
okay. You can do that.
I thank the Holy Spirit. It feels like what I have going on is something a little bit better suited to another energy than what we are helping Gary with. It's feeling fortunate, Gary, to notice that you don't have to be afraid of what's in the attic. You want to let yourself feel like it's appropriate to do a little bit of minimal clearing up there to notice what is
Mm-hmm.
really going on and
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's finally understandable to you that it's not really going to scare you to climb up there and get involved up there. It does feel like a good idea to get involved up there. And we wanted to not know too much more about it. If you want to say a lot more to us regarding the troubles that you're experiencing in a private way, we do notice that we could handle a little bit more than you think we could. And I do want you to be
Mm-hmm.
aware that it's okay to trust that it's not going to hurt you to connect with us outside of here. From here, we give a sort of platform of always being, what's the right word, comforting. And
Mm-hmm.
honestly, we do care a lot about how people go through things that sometimes it's not always about comforting. It's about zeroing in and targeting something that can be helped in a more specific way. So do notice that
Solution.
that's how I'm reading this today.
Nice. Yeah. Solution oriented. Absolutely. You can reach out, Gary. I'm with Katie on that, going up and checking it out. I got birds. They said no to rats, but I mean, it could be a couple things, or it could just. I think something has found its way to come in and out, and it comes into to rest, to like for protection, to whatever that means. Where do you live, Gary? What state? Have lots of rats in the house. Lots of rats. And have you seen them? Have you seen rats?
He put out peanut butter and baking
Mm,
soda and got 3
okay.
rats in a
Yeah.
cage.
Yeah. I think that they're coming in from an opening that you can seal up by taking Katie's advice and going checking things out. I think there's a way to.
Oh, you're in California? That's my home state.
Uh,
It's a lot of memories there, a lot of good memories. Um,
mm, I love that, Craig.
the thing I was thinking about addressing was this. I created in my mind a realm where I know who I am, and where I know who I am, I don't find things coming up that bother me. Where I lose track a little bit of who I am, I find that relying on the Holy Spirit helps a whole bunch. And a lot of times in that area, how the Holy Spirit guides is do things to get rid of them. Um, so it's time to notice this. When a soul is where we are, what we want to find out is, can the Holy Spirit take these things away from us? Just take them away. And
yeah.
we find that we have a reason to be participating in the drama of the world, the story of the world that we're in. And so we go ahead and we find out, well, we have the means to do it. And what the Holy Spirit will do is guide us to those means.
Right.
There are ways to come. There are ways to come up away from it being like that. There are ways to come to where you're basically, they're gone and they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
They're
It's
hard to remember as we become more participating in the collective type of world. One thing I do talk about a lot is helping people come somewhat away from collective consciousness. Collective consciousness is an agreement of the world being a certain way, and we can discuss things and argue about things and slowly change perspectives. But to find that unique stance of being aware of yourself to where the world really is an illusion and you make things happen exactly how you want to, you do have to unplug from that and not let the way things are be what you believe things really are. So, that's why it's like always a couple of answers are possible. It's hard to remember how much we wanted to stay away from that topic unless it really helps. And I did speak about it, so I'm going to go with it helps. Notice you have an answer in your heart. I have something I need to address. I'm going to take control of it. I'm going to be guided to the correct solution for it. And I am not going to be in any way intimidated about investigating and finding anything I need to know that's going to help me discover the real problem here, the root cause of the problem. Hang on. Gary, can I have your permission to access your Akashic record? I didn't think I needed to at all, but now I do. Now my pendulum is going nuts with it.
um, Janet, yes, we both do split the PayPals if they come in that way, or if they donate to the channel. However anybody donates, we share. Thank you for asking. Um, I was getting for Gary also, like what you were saying at the beginning there, Katie, was well, when I okay, my preference is to not have this issue. right? And yeah, we gotta usually take care of something, but by us stating these things to our uh, to this to our higher team, right? To this energy, by stating, "Show me how to eradicate this issue I'm having. Please, please help me remove them immediately." However you want to say it, they will make this happen. Now, that's part of the new world, right? We don't have to do things in the old construct mindset. I think that's what Kayleigh was alluding to. So know that you have so much power in your words and your intentions, and no matter who, no matter what you're asking for. If it's something that you, a preference that you want to experience, we state that in simple terms, say thank you, and let it be taken care of. Let them show you how to do that for you. That's what they're there for.
Gary, there was a request for assistance at soul level. It's from an implant. Implants are like a spiritual technology that essentially, the way to put it is, a long time ago, people came up with a way to maintain certain states of being that were not just innate to them. So they came up with this technology where they would implant, say, an idea or a feeling to support or encourage a certain way to be. And along the way, this originally good idea got a little bit corrupted because a lot of times souls get a little bit kooky with what we do with things. Somehow, this implant, which is in your emotional body, so it's on the inner child level, Gary, and it's at the sixth chakra, which is your truth, your perception of what is true. Um, and it's an implant that has got an energy to it of self-loathing, and it's like turning against yourself. And having a reason to think about this is really about this one thing for you to know: it's not who you really are. How that feels is like, I thank the Holy Spirit, and I remind you that I'm asking in the Holy Spirit for you. The self-loathing comes from a feeling, a fear, a belief system that is not right for you. You're going to let yourself rid yourself of it by trusting that the actual truth is you are great. You are not anyone that anyone has any reason to ever have a concern about except for caring for you. You do not have to worry about anything. We want you to be knowing that it is appropriate and correct for you to seek guidance when it is helpful to you. Notice that what we have is a concern about rats in the house. We want them gone. We're going to get rid of them. We're going to discover exactly how to do so. We're going to notice that we feel empowered and trusting in our own self-worth. That's for you. We're going to notice we have nothing to fear. We are not ashamed of anything. We are the right person. This is a good energy for you. And we have a fear about this implant being in the way. So what we're going to do is correct the imbalance that led to this implant becoming implanted in the first place. And we're going to recreate the chakra energy for Gary, where it is going to be exactly truth that is real and blessed by the Creator. And we do this for you, Gary, because we notice that it's hard to comprehend all of this stuff. And we do actually want you to be aware of it as we are giving you a hand, noticing the truth is you are loved. Period. End of story.
Beautiful. And I got the Ace of Swords. And while you were talking, it just felt very powerful. It was like, this is this is how they're taking care of it, like in that absolute manner statement that they gave through KAYLEIGH. They got you. They got you. Keep us updated, please, Gary. Um, my goodness, Craig, I love all your stuff about the Hollywood and stuff. I'm sorry, I didn't see it right away. I like this that you said Clara took you to the healing hospital center after life was over. I recovered, and Clara and I drove away. But wait, you said something else. Um, it was this healing place where they healed with the heart. I love that. That's where we're going to. That's another thing, Gary. You can just from your heart just ask them to leave. They just, I don't know. I'm asking that. I just heard that, and I'm asking, are rats really going to just leave? But that's what I heard. All right, let's go to Polly. We got Polly, Leah, Rossi, and Catherine. Polly, Leah, Rossi, and Catherine. All right. Any messages needed at this time, please? Hi, Polly.
Polly, put something behind you. Grab it real quick. There's something that's bothersome. Put it behind you fast. I saw you like literally. I was picturing you in my mind, and I saw you reaching out to your left side, your not right side. You reach out to the not right side and you grab something, and it's kind of a small something. It's not really big, but it's bothersome, and you just shove it behind you. It was like so fast. I had to say it while it was that fresh.
Oh man. Okay, so I was getting Polly. You're coming out of that last couple months energy. Not been easy. So maybe that's what you're putting behind you. Oh, maybe that's it. Huh.
Might be.
Or
What I
starting
can
to
mention
need.
too, once you've
Go
thrown
ahead.
it behind you, you kind of straighten up and your head comes up and your eyes get like fierce, like intense.
Yeah, get serious. Yeah, get like okay. This it's like you, and this is gonna sound. It's like we're being uh, activated. I don't know. That's what I just saw. Activated. Yeah. See, magical map shifter. I feel like the an intention is on the bottom. So I feel like you are like you've been clearing a lot, like doing the alchemy, right? That needed to be done to make things to move things along, to clear things out. A lot of deep. Uh, Again, I feel pain and sorrow a lot in people lately, but it's got to go, right? It's nothing to be. We all have it. We all have to release it. Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. That's what that one says. Okay, the okay, card arrives. It comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. I feel this is you. This is you clearing the frequencies around you to create the intentions that you truly prefer to experience. Let me just see what that card says real quick. Intentions. And that's number 22. Good number. I hope Kayleigh's all right in her place. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. So speak it in a statement as it is absolutely already a matter of fact, and say thank you, and let them do their work. You've cleared it a lot, and now you're in the receiving, right? It's coming into the receiving. I hope that helps, Polly. Let's go to Leah. Let's see. Leah says, my question about my bloodline, does the Holy Spirit have a message? And then there is another question. Is there, if there ever was ever a time to help, it's no, please, folks. No.
I
Okay.
thank you so much, Leah. She posted that right after I was sharing about my crazy experience here. And thank you so much. You're a kind, sweet soul.
Okay. She is a beautiful soul. All of you are. Thank you for hanging out with us every Friday. We really, really appreciate you.
And
Thank you.
some Saturdays and some Sundays.
Sometimes wherever they put us just happens to be. Okay, her bloodline. Does the Holy Spirit have a message on her bloodline?
I thank the Holy Spirit. The question is unclear except for one thing. The very first impression I had was my heart clenched, and I
Mm-hmm.
did not understand that very well. It was hard to feel. And I wanted to say thank you, Holy Spirit, for giving Leah an understanding that helps her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm to remind you of what you are.
Mm-hmm.
Remind yourself. I remember something that came up when we were digging through your Akashic record was related to a blessing in disguise of caring about people that are a little harder to care about and having a journey, a story that keeps you going through some trials and tribulations that carries you a lot farther along your path than you would get if you were not having them. And we want you to recall that you're a blessing and a special one. And it's not in disguise that you bless others. You will see this. You will discover more about how you want to feel and believe that your heart is aware of yourself as a blessing even to those you love that are hard to love. That's what I received.
Huh. I got you are the result of a very long bloodline, and you're here doing what you're um like there's always I don't know, the one maybe more than one by now, one person in the family that was, whether they were considered the black sheep or the outcast, they were always the one that was coming in to free the lineage. You chose to come in and help free the lineage, and you're doing it. And there, I see a bunch of your ancestors just really like in gratitude there. Um, Remember, you can clear and heal the entire line through your silver cord behind you and in front of you. Um, Wizard of Awareness. That's pretty cool. And Sacred Pool. You really did. You came in to be of service for your bloodline. Let's see,
What
it
a
says your
beautiful message, Valerie.
thanks. Your soul knows best. Be still and observe. It's like that's how you've navigated through life. You really do pay attention to the inner knowing, and really are on a path to make things right. I think it's really cool, and really, and all of us, we are on that we're the one here of the bloodline doing the work right now. We're doing it. We're holding space. We're holding a big, um, you know, we're in a big, huge transition for humanity. So we all are this person, in the family bloodline. I hope that helps, Leah. All right, Rossi. May I have a message from our guides? Absolutely. Rossi, you're feeling like you're getting some clarity too. Like it's coming in. Not that you don't have it, but you're understanding the more pieces to the puzzle going forward. I guess is how I want to say it. Spark. I love it. Yes, spark and peaks of joy. You notice there's a lot of air there, like that. So look at spark real quick. 33. All these double numbers. I love it. Oh, then that's peaks of joy. 34. You are a clear channel for divine creativity. I love that. You are, Rossi. There's a spark of creativity in you, and you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope. I love that. And then 33 is peaks of joy. Your life is filled with happiness to share it with others. Joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you will be happy with the results. Choose joy. All right. That sounds pretty cool. How's that feel, Rossi? KAYLEIGH?
I thank the Holy Spirit. I was receiving some interesting energy for a moment, and I wanted to get to the root cause of it. And what I initially had an impression of was an understanding of someone you're being who you don't always love as much as you can. And then I saw something kind of cool. I saw your face, but with like these glasses on that magnify things. And I felt like it was an indication that something that you think you aren't happy with is, understand how I'm trying to put this, it's magnified and it's not actually how it is. And so it was like, change the lenses, take the lenses off, and see a world. As soon as you did this in my mind, I saw you take the lenses off, and then it's just this gorgeous, 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 loving self in the world kind of energy. And I felt like it was a final answer, just a simple, clear message. There's a way of looking at things that is unsuited to how your beautiful, beautiful spirit is, that you just want to let go of, just remove them. And there isn't anything more to say. That's all I can give.
And Catherine, did you want to be a mod? I can make you a mod. All right. Let's see. And Borbora is that's a big moon for you last night. No, it's still in play. All right. Why? My cat just threw up and had diarrhea. Her name is Mimi Tortoiseshell, about 5. How do you feel about can we just look at Karen's cat? Something.
Mew mew.
Mew mew. How cute.
Thanks, Rossi.
Yeah. They had a big move, her and the cat. So this is kind of becoming too many cats. It's is Mew the one that
She thought
you
she's
thought
been
was
attacked
attacked?
by a peacock or a chicken.
Yeah.
I'm imagining Mew Mew looking at a peacock and the thoughts and feelings that come with that. All right, we have to step away
Just
from
give
trying to
her
think of this.
water. Just give her water for now. Don't give her anything else.
You found her in a chicken coop.
But yeah, she was found earlier. She had a wasn't feeling good today. So I'm thinking they're somehow getting either hit by the horse or the peacock's doing something. I'm not I'm not sure, but her face has was scratched up. Is that right, Karen?
Bless her heart.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's sweet, Craig. Thank you. And furniture sounds awesome, Craig. And Claire's gonna love it.
Had a hole or a peck hole under the chin. Oh.
Yeah.
I thank the Holy Spirit. Mew Mew, are we in any way wanting to comment on this? It's horrendously embarrassing. I wanted to say that, but it's all right. I'll get over it. I remember it less and less every minute, every second. I don't remember it at all now. I do want to feel better. I felt like I had this tummy, and it's all right.
Is he better?
I don't feel like I have to feel so sick now.
Oh, good. So you think it's passing through? Oh, that's good to hear.
And then I felt like, I thank the Holy Spirit. She was giving me an impression of, tummy, and then, okay, relief from exiting things, getting things out. And then along the lines of, and I don't know why, but I had an impression of something to do with maybe nibbling on some chicken poop, which is not necessarily
I was
all
getting
that
there
great as
something
a mummy.
she tasted something that she didn't shouldn't have. And she said, "Mice, can I give her pumpkin?"
I gave a pumpkin. Um, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I had to tell you too. I saw her like after the eviction of things. She seemed to turn around and groom and start to want to recover the dignity, the feeling of I'm all right. Um, and I thank the Holy Spirit. We don't know why, but give her a little bit of pumpkin if she wants it, and notice how she feels after is a little bit sweeter.
yeah, speed, not much. More water than anything.
Chicken
Letting
poop,
her.
peacock poop, shit,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, it's a wild new world.
Mm-hmm. She's hiding. Oh, poor baby.
Mm.
Poor baby. Little Mew Mew is indefinitely. We're gonna keep her in our prayers. All right, Catherine. Catherine's our last one tonight. Let's see. I think I've been communicating with my fourth great grandmother, Mary Foster from England. I wondered if she had a message. Catherine.
I thank the Holy Spirit. I do know why I have a reason to go into a different thought real quick than I often do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
even
yeah.
wanted to be.
I'm getting a message of encouragement.
Okay. Just giving me a thought not to do what I thought I was going to do.
What happened?
I had a reason to. I thank the Holy Spirit. I was going to do something which is a little bit of a shortcut to a message because I thought it was going to be a real specific message, like a brief one. And I noticed that what I got there was don't really care about what came up there. Go ahead and find the message in my heart. Do work from there instead. As a result of having looked, I'm going to have to work with what I found a little bit as well. There was a word about feeling up the creek without a paddle, and it being clear that we don't like that term. And we wanted to remove it, that whole concept, that whole feeling. And I thank the Holy Spirit. Whew, Mary Foster. She feels hearty.
Yeah. Very, what's that word? Very, say it again.
Practical.
Yeah, like stable, practical, strong.
Roll up the sleeves a little bit type of
Yeah.
energy there.
Yeah.
Dig in.
Hmm. And
But I keep
she,
seeing her like she's dressed real nice too.
yes, she is. She's like a lady. Back then, I would say lady. Um, the and I'm getting that hard work, that determination. Let's use the word determination is in your line, in your especially. And I got the word, the card connection. You see, it's like a tree, right? So a family tree. Um, personal growth. I feel something like she is reminding you of the stock.
Potential.
Yeah, the stock. Like how they used to say she has a hearty stock, or no, I'm not getting
She's
it
from
right.
good stock.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
was getting like right as you're saying that, I'm seeing her drawing a line and emphasizing, "You're of my line."
Yeah, she is.
And there's this strength with it, like a confidence with it, a
Yeah,
joy with it.
and she's gonna help you on this part of the journey if you ask her to. She is right there to be your strength. Okay, I just heard real loud her strength. So that's pretty cool. This is
There's
yeah.
something about her behind you encouraging you, and she's always like patting
Yeah.
your bum and like encouraging you and moving you forward a little bit. I don't know exactly how come, but it's a carefully considered image, so I'm going to give it to you. It's just what I described right there. I'm not going to try to act it out more.
On that. And then I got come together. I can see like you're coming together as a team. Let me look what this says.
Oh, I think she's worried that you're taking it at a little bit like there could be any sort of criticism at all, and she wants you to be aware. It's like she wants to turn you around and look in her eyes for a moment, like look her right in the eyes in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and see approval and help.
Aaron has a question. Okay. Let's see, Aaron. Aaron, I don't see your question, hun. Could you put it back in, babe? I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's not like in a threatening way. She's just very strong and very determined and very straight up person. But she loves you very much. In fact, that come together card says love needs to be shared and expressed. She loves you, and she's there to strengthen you through this part of your journey. Uh, that's so cool. Her con was made. Yes, her con was made the last. Aaron, I don't see your question, babe. Probably way up there. I'll never find it. You just want a general reading?
I'll scroll back a second while we wait to see if she posts it. It would be way back at the beginning, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it too. Let's see.
Okay.
I didn't know how I missed it, but
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be really hard to find it, Aaron.
yeah.
I looked a good ways back, and I still don't have a clip.
Mm-mm.
There
Um,
she is. Go back to the bottom.
cool. All right, Aaron. Sorry about that. Should I pursue the grocery store job or the bartender job at the coffee shop? Can you help me find my social security card, please? Okay, when I lose things, this is what I'm guided to say. Well, I'm thinking of the object or the item. What is lost is now found, and it'll come in. But I will definitely see
I'm
where
gonna remind us of the
uh,
St. Anthony's prayer
Saint
that
Anthony.
Deborah Zackel taught me.
Yeah.
Dear St. Anthony, please come around. Aaron's social security card cannot be found. And use it like you know what happens is, okay, I get to find it now.
That's right. It's coming to me. Comes immediately when I say that statement. Is Aaron's social security card in her closet? No. In her garage? No. In her dresser? No. In her purse?
That's
Hitting a
where I was.
yes on the purse or a
I had a little
purse.
image of the purse.
Um, grocery store job for Aaron. Grocery store job. Bartender job. Well, I got no on the bartender job. Coffee shop. Bartender job. I was gonna say yes on the bartender job.
I'm saying yes on it.
Yours are? You're saying
Uh,
yes on it?
well, I thank the Holy Spirit. Notice what I'm getting about it was about a fear being taken away. Um,
Mm.
hold on. Interesting energies. Hang on. Aaron, I think there's a little trust that you've got a great energy to you that you have not always gotten to demonstrate out loud out there for others. And you want to see it as if you get to give that gift to others, that you
Mm-hmm.
shine, and that you feel like it's on purpose, that you get to be a part of a person's daily ritual that makes them perk up and makes them feel happy. And I wanted to uplift you a little bit before I give you the heads up that I like the coffee shop, and I noticed that there may be a little part of you that is a little less inclined for that, but it was all right for you to think about it a lot and then go with your real strongest inclination for what happiness comes the best through, the most through.
Which
Okay.
one did you start, Aaron? Where's that happening? This is why I got to know on the bartender job myself.
Okay.
But I
All
think
right.
you will meet more people in the grocery store. That's what they're showing me. You'll make more contacts to get yourself in another. If just meeting people, one, but also making new contacts. And if that, I've worked at jobs like that where they took your tips and stuff, and it
That,
doesn't get better.
yeah.
Doesn't get
Now that's
better.
one of the managers. I hope you can find out if it's worth taking the time to listen to what that manager is about and find out that they can care less about anybody and it's all right to let
Very.
yourself decide that, okay, terrified of not being good enough. That's the thing that I want you to not have to fear. One of the many ideas that I want you to notice, you really don't have to be afraid.
Okay, so that's
What?
not the same
Yeah,
job.
what's the job that you started that you don't like? Help us
Yeah,
actually put all this in context.
yeah, and definitely get out of there and go to whatever one. If you want to go to that coffee, maybe that's why I'm getting two tip things mixed up, and quit. Oh. it's so hard right now for all of us, right? That unworthiness piece has been really coming out, and it is us to stand in our power. Excuse me, those are my tips. I would like them back. It's illegal to take my tips. The thing with that, Craig, is it's illegal to prove it. You see that, and restaurants get away with so much shady stuff. It's not even funny. Is he the only manager? Is there somebody above this manager, Aaron, that you could go talk to? Because if he's doing it to you, he's probably doing it to everybody else. And if that's how they run their business, you really don't want to be there anyway. It's not ethical. Craig's, yeah, me too. It's not easy. Takes a. But I get what you're saying. They put me on drive-through, which I knew I would hate. The manager's teen kids work there. Well, we already don't like it, and things are not going right. And I mean, that's kind of an easy way. Oh, we'll just quit and go to one of the other places. But
you
it
can do
seems like
more with yourself than you think. If you don't like what you're doing, you got to remember yourself a little bit more and go with, hey, I do want to notice that I care about my job because I actually like doing it.
Yeah.
It helps a lot to do that.
Yeah. It is no point, and this is again part of the old era, new era stuff. If you're going to do something and you don't want to do it, it is not going to work out. That the frequency is not a match. Your higher frequency, doing what you love, like when you go and do the plants, right? Take care of the grounds. That's You can feel the difference. I could just feel the difference when I say the two things: a restaurant or doing the plants. You know, it's a female manager, and her teen daughter is pregnant, so she's getting dining. She gets the dining room and the tips. Yeah, see, and that's. Is there somebody above this female manager? Yeah. Uh, and these little restaurants like that, they're clicky things. I don't. I don't want to be. I don't want to talk bad about people, but they are doing bad things, or unethical things. Is the restaurant the best choice for Aaron at this time? See, I got to know. I asked, is the restaurant the best choice for you right now? I got to know. Yeah, are they the owners of the place? That's what I'm trying to figure out too, Aaron. If they're the owners and that's how they do their business, that's not going to change. If there's different owners, I don't know. I don't know what they're like. I'm trying to feel into them. You getting anything else, Katie?
I thank the Holy Spirit. I got a glimpse of what it feels like to be at the restaurant, and I noticed that it's not really in accordance with your highest good.
True, Craig.
So I don't know whether you would want to go ahead and pursue both or other options, even than what you've listed here, and then find out that you are. I thank the Holy Spirit. You will go ahead and find yourself is enjoying something where you get to have a brief, swift, enjoyable interaction with someone that makes them happy. And then you get to say goodbye and they go. And you don't have to worry about any. I thank you, Holy Spirit. What's the point of where I'm going? You're engaging just enough to enjoy them and not too much.
Yes. Yeah. Grocery store. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times at a bar, we have people that sit there and park, or, restaurant.
But coffee shop, though.
Yeah, I know. That's why that's a little different. But, it's also, well, Interesting. Intention. And okay, they're at. I got the card intention again, and then making a choice. They're asking you to make the choice to choose your happiness is what I just heard. Um, Intention, deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. So stating what you would prefer to experience, what kind of like compared to the taking care of the grounds, the plants. From does it even compare to that? Any of them? And then making a choice. You're required to come to a decision now. Mm. So I feel that. Let me see what else. You're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road. You must make a conscious choice regarding the next right action. Whatever that choice is, you must take responsibility for it. Yet you needn't be afraid. You may not have all the answers right now because the way ahead can't be known till you've embarked and traveled a few steps. Trust your intuition. Ask for signs from spirit and you will be led to the right path. If you remain conscious and aware, your choice will be the right one at this time. Life is always about learning. Success lies in choosing consciously, guided by intuition and spirit.
Our piece of crap phone froze.
Oh, baby. Sorry. See? And that a lot of times that spirit like holding wanting you to really think about what it is you're saying to do it. The devil's trying to win. No. You kicked the devil out. You said, no, this doesn't work for me. I am going to do what I prefer to experience. Now, I know money and everything is important, but actually, the minute you choose yourself, right, and you choose you, all that flows to you. It's when we go to struggle and strife, and I got to worry about people taking my tips and crappy managers, and who wants to go into that crap every day? Nobody.
I love that you're getting really focused on going after doing things that you care about and like wanting to find your social security card. I'm assuming that's part of like applying for a job or uh, proving
Yeah.
you are someone for some reason that is helpful to you. It's a benefit and a blessing to listen to your heart and go with what your true self would like you to know. I realize that you don't always notice what you really want to do before you do it. So it's okay to shop around. It's okay to try
Mm-hmm.
something. Notice if you like it. If you don't, it's
Mm-hmm.
okay. Don't notice it like I'll look bad on a resume. No, you're finding what can function well within your heart, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
do all right doing it that way.
You really will. And and this is new, right? All this is new for her. She doing the plants and the ground stuff, and she didn't leave the house for a couple years, like many of us during COVID time. Um, and just getting back out there and getting into. But this is why we experience these unpleasant things. It shows us, okay, that's not for me. I'm going to go this way, right? If it's uncomfortable in any way, I wouldn't do it. This is not what this energy is asking of us. This energy asking of us now is to honor your heart, honor your. This is your life. You get to experience it. Enjoy in contentment, enjoy and peace. Let's see. Hi, Garnet. Good to see you. I realized what the manager was doing to me, so I ordered a lot of food for my employee meal. They got on me, but I acted like I didn't know any better. Yeah. See, that's what Craig was referring to. I agree with him. I'm down to my last $10, and there are no jobs interested in around here. What about the coffee shop or the grocery store? Are they available? I mean, it would, a whole new. Well, have you made any good tip money at the restaurant that you're working in? Yeah, that tip money every shift, that really does help. Yes, those are the least bad options. Okay. Mm. So you need your social security card to to get in there. Oh goodness, I have an aunt.
I thank the Holy Spirit. It's not hard to see that you're in a bit of a especially important place. The placement in my mind is Erin is getting ready to uncover something new. And she found out that she wants something new because she did the old thing and she didn't like it. And I felt like the old thing is do something because you're forced to do it. You feel forced to do it or pressured to do it. Note that there are other means to manage earning some money that's not necessarily coming to a corporation and saying, I will work for you and do whatever you say and not have an opinion or personality. There are other things you can accomplish. I don't know whether you are aware of it, but sometimes people are looking for a simple, understanding person to help them with things that they need to get accomplished. And you can find a simple way to reach out to them is through like a little circular or a newsletter, advertising, letting people understand that you can help people. You made 100 dogs sitting. Okay. Now here I am thinking about it like you need this explained to you. It's not that you can't find other avenues to have income. And here's where we run into our concerns. This is one of the places to let go and let God and to trust this. There are reasons that people do the jobs they do. Some of us like these jobs, some of us do not. Sometimes we feel like we must keep doing them and we don't always approve of it. So sometimes God will give us a hard experience in order to notice that it's not going to be the right idea for us. We want to find what we truly do love. The compassion in the heart of the Creator is telling us, I didn't make a world that we're going to hate. I didn't make a world that we're going to have to drudge through. I do want us to come up and find out that in our true soul, we understand we belong in this world and there's a place for us here that we will enjoy. And find out that you do not have to go do something you really despise doing in order to accomplish what you dream of. I found out my way that it's not always easy to go ahead and trust yourself, to force yourself to accomplish something you don't like to do, thinking it's the right thing to do, because then it can be a hindrance to that divine aid, that divine gift that arrives for us whenever we need it. So do ask in your heart, can I find it in me to give the divine the trust that the divine requires from me for me to receive the divine blessing? And as you find the answers yes, do the trust and find out what you do by going where it's truly guiding you to go. It's not likely to be a habitual thing. As much as some of us like sitting around and observing YouTube videos all day, it's not always going to be something like, oh, this is my answer. But it's going to be all right to note that you do have some recourse that is not clear yet, that you will actually find is purposeful and beneficial and a blessing for you. And use your wits.
Good idea, Catherine. That's a good idea. And look, you'd be an excellent pet sitter.
Rover.
Again, just like we were talking about with Carl, do the same thing.
Your grandparents owned a flower nursery? How cool.
Yeah, that was the last one there. I can make tips easy because I get friendly attention. Yeah, but if it's only $9, I mean, I don't know what your best shift was, but if it can be as low as $9, that's not helpful daily. to go in and to stress about people taking your tip money and being mistreated. I feel that your plants and the animals, you could do some uh, more pet sitting jobs and become very popular doing that. Is that what you're saying? Pet sitting? Yeah, I'm getting a big yes on the pet sitting. Cats, dogs, any animal. You love animals. Start your own little business, side business. Mm-mm. I know it's not. Things are coming in, and you keep putting that energy out, and that's the important part, Erin. You're putting the energy out. You're exploring. You're experimenting. You're trying. Things are going to come in for you. Yes, Craig. The grocery store is hiring. So is a coffee house. Maybe Tractor Supply is hiring. Okay, but you need to find your social security card, which I get is in one of your purses.
I saw like a brown leathery looking thing.
Mm. Let us know. It's a town of
I
10
was
people.
wondering, that was just my question in my
Yeah,
mind. Does she live in a small town like
it's
mine?
very small. Yeah, very small. That's what I'm saying. But everybody needs pet sitting. Everybody.
You know, there's also things you can accomplish through
Or
Tractor Supply
yard
is
work.
kind of dinging in my mind now that you're
Mm-hmm.
mentioning that. I have to acknowledge that it's a great way to interact with people who need to get stuff done, and a lot of times they have the kind of work that needs accomplishing that they don't know how to go about getting someone to help them with. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Small towns in particular, it's like forming the associations, noticing what people need. A
Yeah.
lot of good ideas are coming, kind of like Tractor Supply.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
check into it and it feels right.
yeah, go around. And when you got to fill out. I don't know if they do it in a small town, but around here, you got like everything's online. You fill in the applications, online. And then by the time they call you back, you'll have your social security card. All right, guys. Well, it has been a beautiful evening with y'all. Keep in mind, we're just coming out of that eclipse, that lunar eclipse. Allow yourself to have the space to feel through what it is that you prefer to experience, and know that. Oh, Maureen, is it? Thank you, Gary. Let us know. Keep us updated, everybody. We'll be back next Friday. And we're going to wish Kaylee a easy fix for her refrigerator this weekend, hopefully.
It's not a fix as much as a remove and replace.
Oh, no, it's totally gone?
These kind,
Oh,
after the ammonia cycle system ruptures, it's not safe to try to repair it. Um,
oh man. I
yeah,
didn't
it's a
know.
specialized kind of fridge they make for camper units and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, wow, I didn't know. That's crazy.
I didn't know either.
Yeah,
I found out a whole lot the past few days.
yeah. And how much does the new one cost?
We won't afford that one. That's not even it's not a question in my mind that I'm not going anywhere in this thing anytime soon. So I'm going to get me a smallish, regular old refrigerator
Oh, go,
as soon
cool,
as I
cool.
figure out whether I'm going to find one on Facebook or Marketplace or what. We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah, the mini fridges, or do you
I
want
don't, I'm kind of
bigger?
spoiled actually for a camper. It's a huge fridge, but it's
Really?
small compared to like your
Hmm.
average refrigerator. It's pretty small. So I don't know. I honestly can't care about that yet. I got to do the part where I get the fridge out.
Get the removal.
Yeah, that's the next step.
And see, and then everything will fall into place. Remove and replace.
It's all aligned just right.
Yeah, it is. We love y'all. We will see you next Friday. Everybody be safe. Enjoy your week. And everybody, good luck on what you're working on.
Thank you,
Aww.
everybody. God bless you. And Craig, you are so sweet.
He is. Just so sweet. Thank you, Craig. That is really nice of you. All right,
Happy
guys.
to connect with you about it.
Love y'all. Be safe.